Tailgate Talks, AI in construction. 5 minutes, 5 questions. No hype, no experts, and no wrong answers. I'm here with John Bly, my old friend, Northern California Engineering Contractors Association. I'm not going to talk about what you do. John, please let me know what you do there, the association, what it represents, and how long you've been in this industry.
Wow. Well, been in the industry for my whole life. My dad started me out when I was 11 years old, and he came home and asked what I was doing the next day, and I had my skateboard with me, and I said, "Oh, I don't know, I'm playing with my friends." And he measured my shoulder blades, and he goes, "Now you're going to work with me." So he takes me out to Oakmont, where they had put in a sewer line, and they had a pulled joint, and he drops me down the manhole with a flashlight and a rope on my skateboard.
Oh, yeah.
Pulls me up till I saw the drip in the pipe. I tugged on the rope. They pulled me out, laid the rope up on the ground, marked the spot, dug the hole, fixed the joint, and I got paid an ice cream cone.
Oh, wow.
So he owes me. That was a prevailing wage job. So he owes me, Paul, for a lot of money for that.
But obviously, you caught the bug all the same, or you...
Caught the bug, my friend. Went to school, got an engineering degree, owned my own company for a while, and then came out and started volunteering for the Engineering Contractors Association, and loved it, loved the people, loved what we did, representing the industry in Northern California. And when I sold my business, they asked if I wanted to come aboard as the executive director. That was 16 years ago, Paul. So I've been with the ECA for 16 years. I've been in the general engineering contracting industry for 54 years, roughly.
Okay.
Yeah.
So the ECA, quick summary, what's the makeup of the members?
Probably 60% are signatory, about 40% overall are contractors, 60% are affiliates and service companies to those contractors, and then the other, the other affiliates would be the quarries, the trucking companies, and those sorts of things. Yeah.
Well, Bulk Exchange is delighted to be a member. It's awesome what you guys do, but John, it's a long time since you were lowered down into that manhole.
Wouldn't fit today, my brother.
Look where the world is at right now when it comes to technology. That's what I'm here to. 5 minutes, 5 questions, no hype, no experts, and no wrong answers. I really want to emphasize that, John. Question 1, when you hear the words AI agent, what honestly comes to mind?
Well, the AI part of it, I understand, artificial intelligence. The agent part of it, foreign to me, to be honest with you, Paul. I dabble in AI, using ChatGPT and Claude once in a while, but I don't really have an opinion on what AI agent means. Sorry to be...
There is no... the honest answer is the real answer, and that's the reason why we're doing this series, is capturing where people's minds are right now. And I'm going to be circling back with you in 6 months, and I'm going to be asking the same question, and I bet it'll be a different answer. So that's what makes this really exciting, John. Question 2, it'll tie into how much you are dabbling. If AI could take one task off your plate tomorrow, what goes first?
Well, because of my limited knowledge of it, what I use AI for is to proofread. I put a lot of information out in written form, and so I use AI as a proofreader of what I'm trying to put out to the membership and to the elected officials that I write to, and I use that fairly frequently. Now, I won't say all the time, but what that does is that replaces a human element that's proofreading, that has their own sets of bias and concepts, and they may not catch everything that the AI ChatGPT catches. I find it very useful.
So that's a task that saves you time and second opinion.
And gives me a different perspective, because I'm writing from here, and it's looking at it saying, oh, you're supposed to be writing this from the executive director position. It will correct my sometimes highly opinionated version of writing the facts.
That is one of the big hopes about where I was at. It's not far right, far left. It's keeping people somewhat in the middle. So you have a lot of responsibility as the head of the ECA to keep neutral, and you have a lot at stake. What part of this business would you never hand to a machine?
I would say I've seen it write minutes and so forth. I would not rely of meetings, because you record it and then it records the minutes. It doesn't get the flavor of the responses and so forth. So I would never rely on it 100% to reiterate people's opinions in meetings and conversations and so forth.
Because it may not get the full context.
It doesn't capture the nuances of the facial expression, the body language.
Because somebody could say something and it comes out in a text, but that's not really what they meant. So I hear you on that. That's a very good point. 10 years from now, John, give me your best and worst case for this industry which you've been in for so long.
Oh boy, a best case would be that we've eliminated or mitigated an awful lot of the accidents. We are an accident-prone industry. Safety-wise, I think AI plays a huge role in the day-to-day operations. I know when I ran my company, we used to have a daily job hazard analysis meeting, kind of like a tailgate meeting. And we would put that out to the foreman the day before and say, this is what we're going to be doing. We're going to be paving the parking lot, putting in curb and gutter and so forth. What tools do you need? What equipment do you need? What skill sets do you need for your workers? It made them think the day ahead so that they had the proper tools and the proper personal protective equipment and so forth. I think AI will play a great role in helping the day-to-day guys operating a small crew and so forth. Think through things before they're actually reacting in the field.
Because it's our industry is big equipment. We're working around traffic, and sometimes guys are limited in as much time as they would like for that preparation. So you're saying in the future state, you'd certainly like AI to keep helping.
And not just safety-wise, I think efficiency-wise too. It's like having a giant sandbox and putting your Tonka trucks and toys in it and saying, okay, well, if we did the haul road over here, let's look at what the ramifications of that is. Well, you can do that with AI by plotting the overall site and so forth, and you can move things around, and I think you'll find that we'll become far more efficient, saving the public and the owners money when we build these projects.
Nice, and you're talking about some of the positives there. We don't want to go down into a rabbit hole of negativity, but say worst case, what's some of the concerns, John, that you see 10 years from now?
I've had a couple people mention to me the legal problems in relying too much on AI and so forth. I think not to give the lawyers more work than they already have, but I do think that we need to be very cognizant of the pitfalls legality-wise of relying too much on AI. Your workers are using it in their personal lives, they're using it after hours, they're using it during hours and so forth. And if the wrong information comes out of AI because the wrong information went into the process, the owners are holding the bag.
Yeah, liability keeps coming up. You know, the skin that you have in the game. AI just doesn't have
that skin.
Yeah. Last question, John. You represent so much of the industry. Some of the old school guys, like me, I'm drifting into right now. But you also have to represent who's coming in. What are you telling kids or the young people coming in about getting into this business?
It's been a great career for me. It's been a great career for a lot of people. And some colleges, some people aren't made for the college degree educational process. Doesn't mean they're not smart, doesn't mean they can't learn, and so forth. I think this is a great career for those that don't want to invest 4, 5, 6 years in a college education. They can go right in, get the special training they need, and come out and make enough money to raise a family, be comfortable, and have a great retirement. It's a great career, and there's lots of different ways to get into this career. You don't have to be a laborer in the ditch like I grew up doing. You can come out and quickly go into operating equipment, blue collar estimating, any of those things.
And anybody young coming looking for more information on the ECA, there's a lot of great job opportunities with your members. How would they get that information, John?
Call John Bly at 707-483-0859 or email me at john@nceca.org.
All right. John,